All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. It's going down this Sunday, October the 27th. We talking about Halloween, the holy day from hell. This is an occult masterpiece for all the family that want to pull back the veil of all these wicked ass holidays in the fall, in the winter seasons, what we call the Western world, and is much deeper than what we believe, and we need to understand that what we don't know can hurt us, and not only can it hurt us, it could kill us, and so we don't want to be, unreceptive to the truth. Okay, so I want y'all to wake up. It's gonna be off the chain. Buckle in, click that link, and I'll see you this Sunday, October the 27th. That's right. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. You already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency, you should most definitely join. We got two heavy live streams going down this evening. I'm making sure that I drop them this evening. Scandalous word, origin still defiling our vocabulary to this day. Frigga the witch goddess of Friday. Who the hell are we summoning? And so we have to understand that we are under a spell, that we didn't put on our own selves. The spells are in the spellings. And so we've been conjuring demons, demonic entities, malevolent entities into our own lives, and we wonder why we're not moving forward. You see, and so even when we understand hip hop and the frequency of all this kill and all murder and drugs, and so we live that life, and we wonder why the murder rate is so high, because it's in the words and frequencies. We need to wake up, family. It's going down today. Make sure you become a member so you can get this information, because we most definitely take it up a level. That's right. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics. We got the Moringa Detox, Natural Men Tonic, Soursop Bitters. We got the Shea Butter. We got the Natural Toothpaste, Black Seed, Mizwak. We want you to get over there. We got a lot of beautiful products waiting on you when you get over there at KingSeti.com. That's right. Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com. Seti University, over 2,500 videos on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, over 40 different subjects of advanced African academics developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. The complete General Sarasun Seti website. No other website on the planet can compare or compete. Join today. And everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. We talking about exclusive live streams for the family. Over 500 live streams that have never been seen on any platform. We talking about lecture format. What's going down today? Why do Europeans celebrate their most sacred holidays in the dead of winter? You should ask yourself that question. We already dropped the fall of the sun, return of malevolent shadow beings. We are still dropping our African people, still possessed by the spirits of their slave masters, and the thin veil of October escape from the other world. Man, we going where no other teacher on this planet is going. We going to the depths of this. It's an esoteric hidden agenda on our people. Everything ain't on the surface. So you got to make sure you peel back the veil, the hood, and the shroud of ignorance, so you can look and see the truth. That's right, family. And to all the family that donated to the general, I thank you. Those that want to donate, the link right there on the screen in the video description in the chat, click it, donate. I appreciate you and I thank you. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Now, Black entertainers and rappers praise Big Meeech release proves they're no different than Diddy. You see, we got to talk about this shit. A fucking whole culture full of nothing but degenerates. You see, motherfuckers out there cloud chasing. Here you got Ricky Ross. Ain't nothing but the goddamn he's what is he? CO. Goddamn it, up in prison and shit, locking niggas. Was he the key? Was he the dough man? Was he locking niggas up and shit and turning the keys and shit? You see, a CO, you understand, in a prison some goddamn way, and he gonna come out here and I mean, that just show you what you dealing with, and you know he's a clout chasing ass nigga. You see, he want to do and then turn around. Yeah, that's what you call cognitive dissonance. You see what I'm saying? That's when a motherfucker CO and then come out and want to be the street nigga. You see what I'm saying? This just show you where the minds of niggas is at. You know, instead of teaching our babies and shit about business and I mean, what do you? I would like to know, what do these niggas teach their own children? You understand what I'm saying? You got LeBron James with his clout chasing ass. He gonna come out here and say, "Welcome home, Big Meeech." Nigga, you don't know. If you did, I mean, what you gonna tell? And got a school, you understand, supposed to be teaching, the young black children, to be the best they could be, go to school or open up some businesses. You understand? Learn how to play music, instruments, and all these things. Be good at, be the best you could be in whatever your dreams, whatever you desire in your dreams, you should be the best. And so you gonna come out here and you gonna celebrate a nigga that been selling dope and shit and this, that, and the third. So what are you doing? Are you advertising this to the babies? Saying, and they say, oh, LeBron say what? Welcome home, Big Meeech. And then they go and say, oh, and look at this man and see, oh, he got all these cars, all these houses, and he had all the jewels and all the diamonds and all of this shit. I want that too. You understand? How did he get it? Oh, this nigga sold dope and shit to his own people. Well, you know what? I think I can do better than him. The next generation, I could be just like him. You see, that's what motherfuckers, when they saw the Bumpy Johnsons and all of this shit, the Pee Wee Hermans and all this shit, they wanted to be these niggas, you know what I'm saying? The YBIs and all, they wanted to be just like them. They wanted all the money and shit. Nobody want to go to school. And I ain't saying you got to go to school, but, some things you do got to go to school. If you want to know it, if you want to open up a business, you can open up a business. You see, instead of teaching these babies about, niggas that sold drugs, we need to be teaching them about how these cats is out here opening up businesses and shit, and teach that to the babies. So they don't have to be in prison to, some other race that they got to go and beg for a job and this, that, and the third. Teach these babies how, these black babies, these black youth and teenagers, how to open up business. How do you, when you go in there and you discussing business with these Cro-Magnon Neanderthals, how do you go in there? How do you sit at the table? How do you discuss? How do you how do you, what's the word I'm looking for when you trying to count, go back and forth with these people about the numbers and shit. You know what I'm saying? What you trying to get, what they trying to get, and how you negotiate. Yeah, negotiate. How you negotiate at the boardroom, and when you discussing this money. This is what we need. But again, it just show you that when Marcus Garvey said this, he said that when you go into other races, the traders of that race, they usually the minuscule motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? He said the traders of the white race, they minuscule motherfuckers. But he say when you come into the black race, it's usually the leaders and shit. It's motherfuckers at the top. That's the difference in the black community and shit. You go over to the white boys, it be the lowest of the low. That's who trading and shit. But you come in the black community, it's supposedly our leaders. You know, and so yeah, this is what you got. And I look up here at all these niggas. I even see old silly ass Tyrese and all these motherfuckers talking about welcome home, Big Meech. But see, that's why I want you to look at this shit. Cause so when you look at motherfuckers, and these are the motherfuckers that's telling on Diddy. These is the type of motherfuckers that telling on Diddy and shit and saying, oh, Diddy did this and Diddy did that. But at the same time, yes, some of that shit, I'm quite sure he did. But I still want to see it in the court of law. I want the facts to come out. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just the way that it should be. Because once you diminish, you know, legitimate, you know, rules of law and shit, then you gonna be next. So we keep the shit structured, but just showing you that a lot of these motherfuckers that's telling on Diddy, not because they see anything wrong with what Diddy did. No, they want to be in his spot. That's what they want to be, the new nigga in that spot. They ain't no, you know, when it comes to morality, the motherfuckers that telling on Diddy just as greasy, more greasy than he is, you see? And so this is just a prime example of what you seeing out there today with all of these so-called rappers and shit, and many of them probably did get on. Some of the niggas probably did get on. I don't think Rick Ross and LeBron James had nothing to do with no goddamn Big Meech and no BMF. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe that they'll have some type of you know, some documentaries and shit that will express you know, how many of these rappers out here came up by the hand of Big Meech, BML. I don't really give a damn. Because it don't make it, they no different than he is. If they did and they would rap that bullshit, I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm for the upliftment of my people. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a goddamn about none of that shit. You motherfuckers is destroying our community. Now, it's about whether we want to be stand up. We got to look back at our babies and say, what do we want for our babies? What do you want for your baby? Whoever out there, you looking at this shit and you say to me, do I want my babies to be living in a world that where they can't even walk down the street? You got motherfuckers doing, you know, they shooting at each other. Your baby out there going to school, niggas shooting up the block, baby get hit and shit. You got to live in a world like that. You see how many times that didn't happen? You know, some innocent bystander then been shot because these silly ass niggas want to war on the streets where babies is going to school, women and elders is going to get groceries and things of that nature. They just living a normal life, and out of nowhere, here come the madness. And here these niggas rap this shit every day. And the crime, and see, the thing is, when you look at life is a movie. Life is a movie, and all movies got a soundtrack. So when you see, and everything in life is frequency, you see in vibration, you know. And so if you flood the community with a pillaging frequency, you see, just like rock and roll, you know, you hear that and you know, you look out in the crowd and all them crazy ass cavemen, they shaking their motherfuckers out there running and shit and diving into the wall and shit and busting their head on the stage and shit, and you know, out there choking each other in the goddamn crowd and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the frequency of life and the music that they put on the goddamn, you know, on the radio and shit. You know, you got it today with motherfuckers they cussing on the radio. I'm like, God damn, did I hear the? I mean, I'm thinking I heard. I say, damn, is this the radio? Did I just hear the word bitch or hoe on the radio? Did I just hear that? I say, well, God damn, what the fuck kind of agenda this is? I thought they had the radio version. They don't got no radio version. Do they got radio? They don't even got no goddamn radio version. When I came up, they had radio version, man. I'm sitting in the goddamn car with me, and yeah, bitch, and yeah, hoe. I say, what the fuck is this? Is it a fucking CD in this bitch, man? I had to hit the goddamn. I say, goddamn, is There's a motherfucking CD in this motherfucker. Where this come from? You see, so you know this is an agenda. You know this is an agenda where the shit is just playing on the radio and all this. And so this is the soundtrack. And you see, so when you look at the numbers, see, you got to look at the equation. What do you want? You have to look at what you want. You know, this is the powers to be. They say we want death and destruction in the black community. This is going to be the outcome. So you got an equation and a formula for that. They know black peoples is highly influenced by music. They know we highly influenced by music. And so, we got to control that. We got to control that. We control the music. God damn it, we ahead of the game. I don't give a goddamn. We ahead of the game. Because mostly what you see on TV is influenced by the music. So if you control the music, you gonna control. And so you ain't out there rapping about being no damn doctor, no businessman, no, doing positive. You rapping about the negative shit. You telling our babies, our sisters, our young daughters and shit that they should be the decadent goddamn woman that they want to portray on TV and shit and on the music videos. You telling these young niggas that they should be the next big Meeech and all this, that, and the third. This is what you teaching. So you see this lifestyle where the numbers of death and destruction, poverty. You see, you got all this poverty. You got all this death and destruction. You got all our young babies going crazy and doing shit that they don't, because they don't have the type of community, the fortification where they could thrive, in a healthy lifestyle. There is no healthy lifestyle because the damn adults is dumb and decadent in their minds. And so they continue on and motherfucker gonna say, oh man, that nigga soft. No, nigga, you dumb. You's a dumb ass nigga. That's all. Ain't no I'm soft, bitch, nigga, you dumb. You's a decadent nigga, and we got to just start calling it what it is. You a decaying nigga that really need to be in a coffin. You understand what I'm saying? If the best you could do is to teach death and destruction to the baby, nigga, you walking dead. I don't know why you ain't in the coffin. And the motherfucker done put dirt on your ass and got rid of you. It's nothing that you could do for this community any longer. And we have to understand that what Marcus Garvey said is true, that it be the elite within the black community that is the traitors to the race. You see, so instead of all these motherfuckers, you wonder why you got all this money and they can't come together and do no more than goddamn venerate somebody that then brought death and destruction to our community. Like I say, I don't negate. I'm not trying to, because everybody has the opportunity to turn their life around. But at this point, none of that has happened. You see what I'm saying? And none of that has happened. Okay? But all the dope selling, the poison that didn't went in the veins, all the death that didn't happen, the wars in the street and all of that, and that's already the ink has dried on that shit. You see, that's in stone. That done been chiseled in the stone. And so, there's no reason to venerate. It's all type of murderers and shit. And I do equate those because good and goddamn well, if you selling that kind of poison, you could see all the motherfuckers that OD every day. They ODing. That's some of these actors and shit just died because the motherfucker, they out here lacing this shit with fentanyl and all this trank shit. And they just lying and niggas out here smoking weed full of that shit. And motherfuckers having heart attacks and dying and shit because, no matter whether it's laced or not, you know what I'm saying? The pure shit alone could kill you. But the fact that now they got all this other shit that they putting in there and you trying to kill a motherfucker. Now what the fuck you think you gonna do? You trying to stop a motherfucker heart, nigga. What the fuck is you think you gonna do when you out here lacing all that goddamn shit with this high-powered motherfucking chemical shit? You know damn well when that shit hit a motherfucker heart, hit his blood, hit his brain, what the fuck is doing? So how many murders, how many deaths and shit and homicides didn't happen from motherfuckers selling all that shit to the people? People lose their mamas. People lose, the babies lose their mamas and their daddies and shit. Cause now the family is destroyed. Then you got a young, traumatized. They grow up and it's a perpetual cycle and shit. Yeah, everything. So this is an equation. And so, yeah, it's gonna be hard on motherfuckers. You're gonna hear voices and you're gonna say, it's gonna hurt you. And you're gonna say, because nigga, you're a part of the cycle. You're a part of the cycle. And so you're gonna say, that motherfucker nigga. No, nigga, we need to deal with you niggas. That's really what it is. And so I always say, the biggest gang in Black America should be niggas that's sick and tired of this bullshit. That should be the biggest goddamn gang in Black America. Niggas that's sick and tired of this bullshit. And we should have the bigger numbers. And whatever the fuck we got to do to bring a community of healthiness and prosperity and our babies, that can bring our babies a future where they could see glory. That should be the biggest motherfucking issue on the agenda for Black people, glorifying a nigga and making motherfuckers feel comfortable about destroying our community. Them fucking days is over. And so all you niggas out there in the elite community, ain't nobody giving a fuck about Rick Ross. Rick Ross is a degenerate nigga anyway. LeBron, your clout chasing ass, or any other motherfucker. And you out there signing, it show you that these niggas is no different than a Diddy, and in their own way, just like whatever he doing, if he pillaging babies, y'all niggas pillaging babies too. Y'all pillaging them in a different way, but all you niggas is into pillaging the youth of Black America. You see what I'm saying? And so you should be treated no different than that nigga Diddy. And that's why he was able to prosper under, in that type of arena, because there's a lot of motherfuckers around him in that community of entertainment, rapping and shit, movies and shit, that think just like he do. And so family, sorry to bust your goddamn bubble. Sorry to bust your goddamn bubble. Ain't gonna be no veneration or no shit. Or get your motherfucking mind right. You understand what I'm saying? Or leave the planet. If you can't be a part of the solution and all you want to do is be a part of the problem, find you the nearest casket, nigga, and climb in that motherfucker and do the world a favor and get ghosts. Get ghosts, nigga, because your days of your worth on this planet is less than zero. This is General Sarasu and Seti. Hit me up. Hard body teachings. We don't give a goddamn. We teach the truth. Hard body teaching. Hit me up. Got some links down there. Hit one. Support the general. Arm yourself with knowledge. We be right Black. We not done with these niggas. We gonna bang on them till they understand. I want the babies to be up here and get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos where they can get on this motherfucker. And I see other family out there too touching on the issue that they could say, oh, wait a minute, I didn't see this. I didn't know Big Unc Seti was what? Big Unc Seti said, no, this some bitch shit. All right, hit me up. Hit some of them links. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast. Daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power. He said, you put me on the Miles Davis and I'm 23. I'll put you on and put you on a whole lot more. That's classic shit, family. When you in your mind and you need, like my granddaddy, when you ready to meditate, you turn the lights down, put that jazz on and think. It's a thinker's music. All right, family. Black power.